Elizabeth, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I have a question. So I was calling to see if I received bad career advice.
Well, tell me, what was the advice?
So I reached out to a local career counselor at a university near me and had a few conversations with her. And by the end, she told me that there are many people in their jobs that don't particularly enjoy them. And where I'm at in my career now, since I'm considered a higher earner and I worked my way up through the ranks, that I should just utilize my passion in a volunteer role, being that I have the flexibility and the capability to do that instead of following a passion.
Okay, well, I need to know a little bit more, but I'm not liking the way it sounds. If I'm hearing you correctly, are you saying that she told you, you know what, Elizabeth, a lot of people aren't happy in their jobs. You just need to be tough and find out a way to do something in your spare time as a hobby that's passion-focused. Stay where you are.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah, well, it's just ridiculous. But you said it was a career counselor on staff at a local university?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. That's part of the problem. That's horrible advice. What did you say, or tell me, what do you want to do? What did you present to was it a female or a male? It doesn't matter. I just don't want to say him or her wrong.
Yeah, it was a female.
Okay, and so what did you tell her that you wanted to do?
Yeah, so I told her that I really wanted to get into like investigations, whether it be healthcare, financial fraud investigations, and insurance fraud investigations.
Yeah, that's interesting. And what do you do now?
I am a CFO.
You're a CFO. So
yeah, of manufacturing.
So you make pretty good coin.
Yeah.
You got a lot of perks.
Yes.
Yeah, let me tell you something. That's a career counselor who's not true blue, because that career counselor was simply looking at your income and all of your benefits and all the other things that she's never going to have. And she was like, there's no way in the world I'd leave that.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. She's pathetic. And she's dead wrong. So why do you want to investigate things? What's at the source of this?
Yeah, so in my previous roles, I found fraud, and it just like gave me a drive to really dig into it and help people, find out that, they might be
love it.
Taken advantage of.
This is passion. This is what I describe every day on the show, and mission. So the methodology, Elizabeth, is I say if you use what you do best, that's talent. To do work you love, that's passion. To produce results that you care deeply about, that's a sense of mission. And to this stupid career counselor, she's only thinking about how much money you make.
Yeah.
And she has nothing. She's long since lost her soul. So she's like, hey, I don't care if you lose your soul, just make the money. But there's a sense of passion. You love digging and researching and investigating. That's passion. But what really drives you, motivates you, is the mission. And that to you is doing what's right. You want to achieve good and righteousness in the form of combating fraud. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
When I say it that way, what does that feel like in your chest?
It makes me excited.
All right. So what do you make right now?
120.
Okay. So here's the first thing we just start to play around with. How could you make $120,000 or more and forget traditional investigative roles? That's where a lot of people make a mistake. They go, well, I got to be a deputy or a sheriff or work for the FBI and CIA. And you start thinking about all these traditional investigative roles. And so then what happens is you go, well, it takes a lot of time, a lot of money. They don't make as much as they make. And we limit ourselves as opposed to, wait a second, let's just from a pure standpoint, let's ask the question, could I make $120,000 or more rooting out fraud or waste or whatever? Because I think it doesn't have to just be limited to fraud. But if you were to spend your time maybe as a chief operations officer at a company, spending all your time digging into what's wrong, sacred cows, all those things, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Yes or no? What's the answer?
Yes. Yes.
I want you to broadly look at all the ways you can do work that you enjoy and then pursue that.